Frito1 here. Welcome to my live reaction and review for The Promised Neverland Chapter 84 Break. Next week, guys, I don't think there's going to be any chapters at all because from what I understand, it is Golden Week in Japan. So pretty much a week of holidays. So I don't think there's going to be a chapter next week. So I think we're going to be on break next week and then we'll be back the week after. But if chapters do come out, I will obviously make the videos of my reactions and reviews for them. So just giving you guys the heads up of what's going on. But as far as I know, there won't be any chapters next week. But anyway, guys, let's get into this week's chapter. So last week, we had Nigel and I believe it's Greta take on Lord Bion. And we had Pepe come in. We don't know what's going on with, I believe, not Lucas, one of the other kids. Don't quite remember his name off the top of my head right now. But they end up luring Lord Bion into like a little tree thingy. And at the end of the chapter, they started the ambush with Nigel, Oliver, and Lucas. What's going to happen? We're going to have to wait and see. We got this week's chapter. And we also have Archduke Louis willing to play the game with Emma. That was also pretty awesome and insane. I cannot wait for that battle. Emma versus Louis. That's going to be insane. It's going to be great. I cannot wait for it. But anyway, guys, let's get into this week's chapter. It's called Chapter 84. It's called Break. And we've got our first page up. If you want to follow along with me, we're on the first page here. We've got an amazing color page here with something like them all drowning. But Emma having her head above the water. She's hanging on to someone, don't know who. But we see a lot of the other kids underwater, struggling to breathe. Don't stop. Struggle on. Don't let yourself drown in despair. Alright, so that's what's going on. Chapter 84, Break. Let's get straight into it, guys. I can't wait for this chapter. I know you guys are excited as well. Alright, so it looks like we're going straight back into... Oh, wait, no. Looks like we're going into what happened with Pepe and Zach. Zach's the guy's name. Looks like we're going to see what happened between them two. All right, let's get going. Lord of the hunting grounds stands before them. No chance, Zach. Poison darts or not, he's as sharp as ever. All right, so it looks like they're shooting poison darts. He's just flicking them away. He's literally just pulling them out. And I can't shake this impression that he knows everything. The cards we want to play, the traps, and Lucas. Calm down, Pepe. So Zach's telling him to calm down. Look, Pepe's pretty much on the ball. He knows exactly what's going on. He knows everything. He's figured it all out. That's just legit. He legit has that. We saw that last week. All right. Keep on going. We're on to the third page now. So we got that change of plans. I'll handle him for now, alone. Alright, so it looks like he's handing Pepe the gun. You take this weapon and go join Oliver as fast as you can. Once you find them, report about the situation and about his goal. Alright, so this is Zach. As we know, Zach, he's the one that... He's been in so many tight spots and he's managed to get out. Hence the reason he's covered in so many scars. Alright, that would be enough. Oliver will know what to do. And this monster will go down then and there. So it looks like Zach's basically planning to go on a suicide mission. He goes, look, I'll distract him. You get out of here. We'll go from there. Alright. Moving on to the next page, guys. Go! Alright, so Pepe's taken off with the gun. Zach's going in. We've got Pepe running. Looks like we're heading to the village. Pepe's made it to the village. He sees Emma and Oliver. Alright, so Oliver's like, Emma's like, I'm fine. Go on. So this is all leading up to Emma meeting up with Louis. Alright, so this is a lot of stuff that happened in the background. We're starting to see it all now. I like that. It's good. It's explaining a lot of things, that what went on that we didn't see while Bion and, while Nigel and them were taking on Luce, while the others were taking on Noose and Numa. All this was going on in the background, and now we're starting to see this now. Alright. Alright, so we've got Pepe, Oliver, that looks like they're heading off. We've got Nigel, and I believe it's Gillian. We've got Zach here. He's on the... Yeah, Zach's on the floor. We've got Bion. I believe that's Bion. He's hanging on to Bion's leg. Alright. The underground path behind the windmill is connected to the forest. There's a hidden tunnel here. It leads from the windmill to the forest through 5 different entrances. Alright, so we're starting to find out about these little tunnels. They all lead to the windmill. So they're like little escape places. So we've got Oliver going down. Oh, wait. Could this be the end of Zach? Could it be that Zach's now dead? Alright, so it looks like we seemingly have one person dead, and it's Zach. Seemingly. So we don't have a dead body yet, but we see him. He's basically beaten up. He's on the floor. He's just hanging on to Bion's leg. I got a feeling Bion, being the way he is, would have finished Zach off. So I don't think Zach's alive anymore. Okay. Now we're going back to when Nigel and that saw Bion. The enemy must never find out about it. There you are. So Pepe's coming in. We must protect it. We must protect it most of all. Okay, so we've got Lucas, Oliver, and a couple of the younger kids who aren't actually fighting. They've just been hidden away. But on the other hand, be prepared. Maybe we have to invite one of them for a little visit. And then, so this is all the planning, them coming in, how they're luring Bion in. I like it. So we've got Bion jumping in. An ambush. So we've got Lucas going in on Bion. Right. So now, Oliver, Nigel, bang. He's shooting. He's dead. I can see it. Okay. What's going on? Taking the shot. Oliver's taking the shot. They burst his mask. All right. So it looks like now we're up to where we finished off last week. Nigel's taking the shot. It's blown Bion's mask. I won't miss. Die, Bion. So it looks like Nigel's going in. He's taking the shots. He's hit him. He's like, okay, what's going on? So we got Gillian. She's getting healed up. We got Zach. He's still on the floor here. We got Bion. He's down. He's been shot in the head. All right, so it looks like we're going to a flashback now. All right, interesting. Interesting time to go to a flashback here. I long for the hunt. Humans won't hunt us, and we won't hunt them. If we can hunt no people, by what manner shall we eat them? All right, you mean to forbid us from eating human flesh? So this is circa 1,000 years ago. All right, so I'm not sure what the circa is. I think the circa is that thing, is like that big meal thing that we saw at the very start of the series, where we saw all these demons by a table. I think that's a circa. So I think this is a meeting between all the noble demons. All right, so that's what I'm thinking this is. So this is happening 1,000 years ago. All right, let's keep going. We shall build farms. We'll cultivate humans and then have our harvest. All right, so this is where the whole idea of the farms and everything. I am now bestowing this duty upon all of you as well. Okay? No objection will be tolerated. The agreement shall be sealed, for such is the will of whatever the guy's name is. So we still don't know who this guy's name is. Looks like he's the main one, or they're talking about a god, or whatever. We don't quite know yet, because every time it comes to that, we still get like a type thing. Okay. Oh, how I long for the hunt. So the supervisor for the 12 farms is now you. What irony. Okay, so this is circa 800 years ago. Okay, so I believe this is Lewis and Bion here. To be precise, I am an investor of the 24 farm managers of the 12 farms and responsible for the 6 farms. You, of all choices, take care not to let it get to you. Get to me? It does. But what it does, it matter. But what does it matter? Okay? My hands are tied. The pact between worlds must be preserved. So basically he's an honorable guy at this point. So this is the circa 500 years ago. So it looks like Bion and Lewis are over 500 years old. Alright, so they got quite a few years in them. That explains a lot why they're so smart and why they're so cunning and why they can figure this stuff like this out. I'm sure Lewis and Lucas and all them weren't the first ones to challenge him. Tasteless. Right, so this is all them harvesting. day after day. This vat ground dreary dead meat. Day after day, after day, after day, after day. So he's like, ugh. So we've got the circa 200 years ago. Huh? Living produce. Well, if it is for Lord Bion, it's a special shipment. Okay. So it looks like there's a kid. He's alive. He sees Lord Bion. He starts running away. Okay, what's going on? So he's got the dish there. I began holding mock hunt in my personal gardens. Okay, so it's basically a mock hunt. So instead of killing them, he just kind of basically hunted them down, but he didn't kill them. But then they got killed anyway. All right. So, so he's eating it. This taste. I already had an inkling it would be like that, but then I did, in fact, feel it. All right. So he's obviously he likes something about this. I felt the pulse of life extinguishing itself in my palate. So he likes the taste of death, basically, like the panic and everything that we see him here hunting and killing that kid. At first, I limited myself to one head of cattle every 3 months. Okay, so he basically gave himself one head, so one kid every 3 months. Then I gradually increased the frequency to once a month, then twice and thrice, so twice and then 3 times. How dangerous! After whetting my appetite, I found myself unable to hold back. There, in my garden, I couldn't stop my own little secret game. So it looks like this is where the hunting in Goldie Pond and everything, the idea for it came from. He basically enjoys the hunt, and then the hunt risks the rewards of better tasting meat. All right, for obviously the damn better tasting flesh and all that kind of jazz. Okay. All right, so now we got the guy's brother. It comes in. It's a pleasure to meet you again, Lord Byron. I've been eager to have an audience. He's like, It had somehow become known. I care not, if not a true hunt, we're not allowed to satisfy that desire. Not like before. Not like the old days. So we see a lot of the kids younger. I believe this is like Lucas. No, this is Zach. I believe that's like Pepe. I believe that's some of the older kids that are fighting now. I believe. I'm not 100% sure either that or these are other kids. Okay. However, this is a secret, and it is our salvation. My own secret playground. This place, my hunting garden. And we got him standing up again, so it looks like he's not down. It's like, ha! So we've got Lucas, we've got Oliver and Nigel, they've got the guns pointed at him. It's like, ha! All right, so it looks like we're going back to modern day. So this is how the whole idea of the Goldie Pond becoming a hunting garden came into a thing. This is how it all came in. We said we got Luce there, we got Noose Noma, Archduke Lewis, Bion, we got all of them there. As we know, we got Luce gone. Noose is gone. We still got Noma, Lewis, and Bion. All right, so we still got 3 of the 5 left. All right. So we got him going, he's laughing bionically here. Well, on the next page here, I'm like, he's still alive? They're freaking out. Nigel, down! All right, so Bion, he's thrusting a spear. Nigel's, is this guy immortal? So he's bleeding. I don't think they hit his weak spot. I think they just missed it. It seems I myself have become too complacent and lacking in resolve. This is enemy territory. These narrow tunnels are to their advantage. It is not the best possible trap to put down. It is not the best possible trap to put down someone like me. Okay? Fair enough. So he's saying, look, it's a good trap, but not quite good enough to put me down. I thought I'd let the fish swim, but the one truly being lured in was myself. All right, so he's kind of figured out that he's been lured in. So he's kicking, he's fighting back. Nigel's firing. Dear me, in the good old days, I'd never take them so lightly. All right. So he's like, so everyone's freaking out. This is such fun. So he's having a he's literally having a blast. Like, Bio is literally having the time of his life. He's like, this is great. This is amazing. I am loving this. All right, so I'm liking this. We're getting to see different sides to him. I am grateful for the opportunity to play. I have at last truly hunted again. So it looks like he's going after Lucas, but in the end, I shall have your life. So he's going in after Lucas. His hand, Oliver, the spears are faint. All right, so he's figured that out. The spears like kind of like they're making dodge, and then he's coming in with his hand to. So he's going in, yeah. So that's what he's going in with the spear to make him dodge a specific way, so he can go with the hand and grab him. All right. So what's going on? Victory. What's going on? Something's happening. All right, so try to see what's going on here. So it looks like Oliver's jumped in the way and taken out Byron. So it looks like Byron's done. Byron's gone. Victory, but at what cost? Lucas, are you hurt? No, I'm fine, but wait. Oh no. No way. Dude! Oliver's got fucking taking the claw right to his, like, kind of like his gut, ribs. Oliver! Promised Neverland, chapter 84, end. Shit, no way. So it looks like we're taking out Bion, who's one of the deadlier ones, but seemingly we could potentially lose 3. Zach, Oliver, and Gillian. All right, anyway, guys, just hang on a second and we'll jump straight into the review. All right, guys, so chapter 84 of The Promised Neverland. It was a pretty full-on chapter. So basically, the start of the chapter was explaining everything that was going on in the background. Right? Everything leading up to Pepe appearing where Nigel and Gillian were, and then luring Bion to this little tunnel. Right? So we got to see all of that. That's why we found out that Lucas and Oliver were there. He knew what was going on, and this was all part of a plan. It was a backup plan, and stuff like that. It was a backup plan to lure Bion here into the narrow hallways where they could fight him at an advantage, where his size and strength would be actually a disadvantage, and their smaller, more quicker and agile selves would be more advantageous in this area, right? So then we end up, I'm just going to jump back to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay. So we get all the flashback, and we find out that Zach basically sends Pepe off because, look, I'll change the plan. I'll handle him alone for now, right? So basically, Pepe takes off, does what Zach and we end up seeing Pepe arriving with Oliver and Emma. As we know, Oliver and Emma, their job is to deal with Lewis, and we do then see in last week's chapter, Emma saying, "Let's play a game. You know, you give me a 15-minute hunt. Give me 10 minutes to prepare, and then 5 minutes to hunt me, right? To hunt, right?" And Lewis is like, and obviously, as we know, Lewis has indulged in this. He goes, "All right, so long as you know, but if you're not ready by that time, I will play with you endlessly until I've had my fill." So basically saying, I will torture you, I will torment you, I will make you feel utterly hopeless until I'm utterly satisfied, and then I'll kill you, right? So that's basically what we saw last week, and we got to see a lot of what was going on in the background meantime, in the first part of the chapter. And then we get a panel here with Zach seemingly dead. We don't have confirmation of that just yet. We see a panel of him holding onto Bion's leg, but knowing Bion the way he does things, I would assume that Zach is dead and Zach was killed. He sacrificed himself to buy time, right? Then we see them obviously setting everything up, getting into position to lure Bion there. Obviously, Bion coming in, and then the start of the ambush, right? So we see the ambush, bang, 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 they're going in, and then we see Oliver actually shoot one of the bullets and manage to destroy Bion's mask, which is pretty big. And then we see Nigel going in with the normal weapon and shooting him. At this point, we think it's done. We get a panel of Bion like going back, right? We're like, yes, it's over. Then we see Pepe seemingly tending to Gillian, and then we get another panel again of Zach, seemingly still on the floor, not moving. So what that tells me is he's more than likely dead. It's kind of like confirmation of Zach has been killed. So we do have a death and potentially a secondary death with Gillian, because as we know, Bion did cut her quite deeply. But then again, we don't, not 100% sure. Then we get another panel with Bion seemingly dead, right? Seemingly. Then we get a flashback. We go into a flashback to the circa, which happened, a circa that happened over 1,000 years ago, and basically them, agreeing to, the humans won't hunt them, and they won't hunt the humans, right? And we're seeing the circa, which I believe it was chapter 2 or 3, we see something very similar. So I believe that is the circa where the nobles, right, the demon nobles, all appear, and they basically decide on matters of what's going to happen and how things are going to be dealt with, right? So, and obviously we see one from 1,000 years ago, and then we see that's how the whole idea of the farms and the harvesting of the humans and all that has come to light. Right. Then we see that Bion and Archduke Louis from 800 years ago. So right here, we see that these guys are over 800 years old. All right. And basically, the one thing that we also see is that no objection will be tolerated and the agreement shall be sealed. And we see them, Minerva, with, I believe, the leader of the demons, agreeing and shaking hands on, this is our pact, done. We won't hunt you, you don't hunt us, we go our separate ways, we are done, that's it, right? And then we have, for such is the will of that. We don't see the name. So I still think that's one big mystery. Who is the overall leader of the demons? What is the demon's name? Is it a he, a she? What is it? I'm assuming it is a he. Just gone off the panels from the circa from 1,000 years ago. It looks like it's all guys. Right? So the question is the one that we see in the top panel there still the leader? We still don't know. Then we see basically how the whole idea of Goldie Pond and why Bion enjoys the hunt so much comes to fruition. And it starts 800 years ago. With Archduke Louis and Bion. Basically, Bion becoming basically he's in charge of all the farms. That is his job. He is to basically take care of it, look over them, and watch over all the managers and stuff like that. And then we see the circa 500 years ago, where everything, things start to, things are tasteless. He doesn't like it. It just doesn't have the right taste. Yes, living produce. Well, if it's for Lord Bion, it's a special shipment. So then we see Bion start hunting again, right? And then we see him actually take out hunt. They get a kid delivered alive. He hunts the kid, kills the kid, and then he realizes it's the taste of the hunt, right? That it's so alluring to them. It's not the taste of flesh itself, it's the joy of actually doing the hunt, right? Well, that's what it is for him. Then we see him actually killing a kid, and then he basically, at first he limited himself to one head of cattle every 3 months. So one kid every 3 months. Then gradually over time, he increased the frequency to once a month, and then twice, and then 3 times a month. However, how dangerous it was, after winning his appetite, he found that he couldn't hold back. That's how he wanted to eat his flesh. Right? He had his own little secret game in his own garden. It was his secret game. Right? Then he meets Minerva's younger brother. He goes that he's been eager to have an audience with him and all that. So this is more flashbacks. And this is how Goldie Pond comes into everything, because this Minerva's younger brother, he gave him the location of Goldie Pond, which was meant to be a safe haven for kids who have escaped the farms and gotten there, right? And that's where Lord Bion then, and then we see Luce, Bion, Lewis, New Sonoma start their own hunting game there, and this was 500 years ago. We then move back to the present, and we see Bion is still alive. He's laughing myonically, yeah, like he's going, this is crazy. We see him going in, basically, and eventually Oliver and everyone get him, and they deal the finishing blow, right? Bion is done. And we're like, what's going on? And we see that we got quite a few victims here. Oliver, who's got one of his claws in his ribcage, Zach, and then Gillian, possibly 3 deaths to take out Bion. This is big stuff. And that's where our chapter ends. Anyway, guys, overall, I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. Brilliant chapter. And that's pretty much it. The art was solid, good progression, nice flashback, really awesome chapter. Anyway, guys, that is all for me. Let me know in that comment section below what you guys thought. Did you like it? Didn't like it? All that kind of jazz. Do you agree with my score? All that kind of stuff. What do you think is going to happen next? How long do you think it's going to take them to take out Noma? Because that's the only one we got left. Who do you think? Do you think Zach, Oliver, and Gillian? What do you think is going to happen with those 3? Let me know in that comment section below. I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say. And as always, guys, I'm Freno1. You guys are awesome. Smash that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. We are trying to catch the legendary PewDiePie, and I can't do it without you guys' help. And as always, dingle that bell. It will dangle every time I upload. And as always, guys, I'm Freno1. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you guys with another live reaction and review. Peace.